Am I online? I don't think I even updated the title. Whoops. I think we're good now. Okay, let me tweet this stream. Okay, I'm ready, I think. I'm kind of excited because I like this game a lot. The thing is, am I like en route to Roman's pan? Should I be worried? Apollo did become like very not very upset, but hold on, let me see. Okay, do you guys see the game? Yes. Continue. There's a continue button now. Oh, I don't remember if the volume for this it's okay. I hope it is. Also, by the way, day 4, we're screwed. Talk to Freddy. I don't even want to talk to her. I don't know what she's gonna say. I'm scared. Did I oh wait, is this after Aphrodite's? I think I went to talk to Persephone, no? I'm kind of curious for Medusa Slayer, but I think that's like the way to go in order to advance this. I don't remember if we saved after this, though.
You've returned. I'm glad. I've had time to do some thinking. After Aphrodite's party, we never really spoke about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories. No doubt you have many questions.
Apollo told me a little about it. He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Will I feel different as I change? How many times have you died?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've never met. But unlike with normal dreams, these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating. If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
They're yours, right?
Confusing and often unpleasant, as not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
Will I still remember my own life?
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences?
Yes.
The things you've lived and done?
I guess so, sure.
Well, all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
How is fading memories a good thing?
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
The brain explodes.
But doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually. You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time. And now
I
you
love that
have
she's
all the
just
time in
giving
the
us
world.
exposition to this. How many times have you
How
died?
many times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
Wait, she's like super old? You were really a gangster?
Were you really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making. I didn't know what I was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet. Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
She started killing them.
Oh, I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
I believe that. Is it possible to die forever?
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there. Oh, there are some stories that say an eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. And who knows if there's any truth to that. It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever.
What happened to Hades?
They died, and that's how it happens.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
Yeah, thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
Oh my god, there's more options? Tell me more about the war. What happened to the other muses? What's the deal with you and Apollo?
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply never showed up.
The ship
Do
to
you know
the
what
new
happened to
world?
her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but, Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
Wait,
What about the other muse? Cleo.
Died long before.
isn't Talia
a
the
victim
history?
at the hands of a mortal man, when she no longer possessed the power to bedazzle him. As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished. He was dead before she was.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals honestly, Grace.
Wait, I think Leo... Oh, wait! Maybe that's the history one and Talia is the drama one, right? It might be like backwards though. Tell me more about the war.
Tell me more about the war. It seems to have had a huge effect on all of you.
That's putting it mildly.
From Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
Oh, it's loading.
Honestly, after my mother was murdered, I barely remember.
Your mother?
Her name was Demeter. Not truly my mother, but an idol who had always cared for me since the early days. I thought we'd be together forever. And Ares brought those filthy bastards down on us. Demeter was slain by bullets. Until that day, I had believed we were untouchable.
Why did
Ares
do
do that? Did he get anything out of it in the end, or...?
No, he's the god
what
of war.
What he got was a final death. A few of us hunted him down and made sure he paid for his betrayal. He choked on his own blood. As for why he did it, who knows? He thought us a lost cause. He wanted glory. He wanted more than we had, living in secret. After that, I don't know. We went from hiding place to hiding place. I didn't even know what Hephaestus had done for us when I found myself on a boat. We might have been gods once, but after the war, we were just refugees, like so many others, fleeing to a distant land.
I don't understand, like, what era is supposed to be. I thought it was gonna be, like... I don't know. I thought it was, like... Because she said bullets, so that means, like, probably, like, World War I or something? I'm not sure. Was it hard to come to the New World? What's the deal with you and Apollo?
What's the deal between you and Apollo? The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades, did I not?
It seems more personal than that.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the Underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once.
Oh,
not
she's
long after
smiling.
Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother.
She's the
took
one
pity on me and allowed
that
me
brought her
across the
back.
Styx. And after that, Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there. Hades chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
Uh-oh.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did.
Wait, is
as
there
he
a
has always
prophecy?
done. Absolutely
Wait.
nothing.
Wait. If it was like an actual prophecy, he knew that she was gonna kill him. Right? Is that what she's like trying to say, not to say?
Hades was thrilled. And I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything, ever again.
Yeah, I think Apollo wanted her to kill him. Because there is no way he would not have known. Because he's the god of prophecy, so he already knows. Ah, damn. You know what? Sure. I think she's happier this way too. Like, knowing for sure that Hades is dead. Or as dead as he can be dead, like, doesn't come for her. And I think even like with all the trauma and stuff, she's happy now. So I don't know. It's not worth it though, through like all the abuse, but that's rough. That's really rough. Because now she's like completely free, like knowing that like nobody's behind her back or anything. And yeah, I don't know. That's rough. That's a tough one. Was it hard to come to the New World?
Was it hard for the idols to come to the New World? It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the place that was hard, it was the fear. We knew we were vulnerable. We knew mortals could and would kill us. Suddenly, there were rules. You know, we had to be secret. We had to stay close together. We huddled in the shadows and quaked each time the mortals so much as breathed in our
Quaked.
direction. We couldn't all live that way. Some of us drifted away, faded into the night without so much as an explanation. That's what's been the hard part. Our inevitable decline in a place where we don't belong. We can pass on our eidolons as often as we like, but it will never truly be home.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Oh yes, that's where I'll be. Around.
Oh, she keeps saying that. Talk to Freddy? Why would we talk to Freddy? I think... Unless, like, she's tell us something.
So what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I stopped the goddess of love
Oh
from
my
killing
God.
herself, I guess.
Whoa. Do gods have interventions? You know, they're nothing like I thought they would be.
Same.
Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Nope.
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be
Oh
it.
my gosh. How are Cass and Brian?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
Oh, I told
we
them you came
became
home, that you're okay, but
god.
that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What
Nope.
for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
What
So
does
you're
that
still
have to
crashing
do
on
with
Brian's
anything?
couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things.
Then where is Cass? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
So they're friends of Neil Patrick Harry. Sorry about the band. What do you know about the gods? How do the idols stay secret? Sorry about the band. What do you...
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years.
Yes.
Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay.
They
I have
exist,
to hear
but...
this.
Okay, so
There's
you
no
have
proof.
real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people
This is like super relevant now. I'm amazed that they actually wrote this like way before. Amazing.
still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right. I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and
What?
the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't
Edge
be the source
of
of all the drama
Elysium?
and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
What do you know about the
Exactly
gods?
how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddie?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful.
I mean, the
There's gotta be some
Minotaur
truth to those
was
stories,
kind
right?
of...
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Oh, shit. Ask about the idols, ask about Calliope, ask about Apollo. The only thing I know about Apollo is that he's the god of the sun or the light. And that's it, I think. And he was like almost like Aries, right? Like he was very fighty. Oh my god, I don't know the word for fight. He liked to, because I remember like seeing a lot of the statues because that's the thing. I studied this, and when I was studying architecture and stuff, I remember him like holding like a shield and a lance, and I remember that a lot of people got confused that they thought that was Achilles instead of Apollo, and sometimes like they were interchangeable. I think that's the
What
only
about
thing I know.
Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's
Okay.
always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well,
Huh.
he was also a giant horn dog race. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
What does that even mean? Ask about
Tell
Persephone.
me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
I think she has like the most versatility in her story though. Like whatever you want her to be, she can be, because I think I remember there was like there were some games or stories where she became like the queen of hell, and I don't know, it was very like hot and cold with Hades, I think. Yeah, it's like neither here or there, but yeah. Ask about
You
Pan.
said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild. and
Wild?
I guess that translates into sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The
Lech?
Christians equated him with the devil. Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat.
What?
Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I don't even want to see him. How about that? Ask about
Do you know anything
Calliope.
about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She
Yes.
inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance
Oh my
numbers?
god.
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
What? Ask about
What about
Athena.
Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure.
I just noticed we just asked about all of the romantic interest in the same breath or in the same line, because I asked about Apollo and then Persephone and then Pan, but it was like it changed every time that I clicked it.
Sure. But mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess.
Yes.
She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No
Oh,
female
yeah.
heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed
true.
Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then.
Oh wow, just because like she dictaminated that we should die. Cool.
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the
powers?
word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they
Ghost?
die.
Makes sense.
Me, I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
I mean, if anything, we kind of know who usurped the Olympus. I mean, super obvious. Also, they killed the god of war, and he deserved it, whatever. But how in the world did you kill like that big of a god? I don't know, because I thought it was Ares, Hades. Oh my god, those two are dead. Zeus, we have not been confirmed that he has not been confirmed death, so we don't know. And Athena is the only one that we've actually seen and have like talked. So it makes you think like maybe she killed everybody else because they were not up to par. Ask about the other
You
gods.
think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? And all those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means
Oh,
they're
she's
hidden
getting-
from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere,
She's
and
getting
no
somewhere.
one would know.
She's cooking.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
She's cooking. Let her
That's
cook.
cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
Enough about mythology.
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of
The quick and
textbooks out
dirty.
there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
No more questions, I guess.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Oh, we have to talk to her. Oh, I should go confront Medusa, it says. You guys cannot see it. Medusa lair? Shut up about the rats? No. Heart.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Do you think she's gonna want to meet us?
There you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
What?
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
What? You have equipment? I'm glad you're here. You shouldn't be here. Yeah, because I'm a god and she's like a human. What if Medusa does something to her? You have equipment?
What kind of equipment does one bring to a meeting with Medusa?
This isn't a meeting, Grace. You're not here to sell her on your business plan.
Please tell me you don't have any weapons in there.
Nothing
has a
that'll get me
mace.
stopped on the bus. Look, you're gonna need some backup in there, okay? Do you even know anything about Medusa?
No. Can she really turn people into
Do you
stone?
think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. A really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Wait, did she brought a mirror? Tell me
Okay,
what's in
I'll
it.
bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
By
Hera
Hera.
mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah.
Cursed by Athena.
Oh wait, Athena.
Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Medusa is a monster, though. I thought Medusa was transformed into that because she got hurt, and then Athena made her that way in order to protect her. Because I think Medusa was like one of her favorite people. I don't remember if it's a daughter, but it's a person, like it's a favorite person. Medusa is a monster, though.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But you know, so was the Minotaur.
Oh yeah.
Astarion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I
Astarion
guess you
was
need
so
to be
fluffy.
prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Let's do
Okay,
this.
enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Are we gonna make him
Always.
sing?
Then I have a plan.
Find and confront them for use a distraction. Oh, I clicked it by mistake. It went like in me. Oh fuck.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh god, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The
Wait,
weird looks,
if she's
the
gonna stay there,
body
that's
odors.
worse.
Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit.
Nicely done.
No, do not tell me that
Now
I got
just
it
keep
wrong.
him
I spent
busy while I
$50
look
on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal photo.
What is this? Huh? Oh, it's that shisha place.
What a long day, hiding in the light.
Oh my god, she looks so cool.
Dreaming of tonight, this sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then
What?
there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right.
I love how they can actually identify, like by seeing me, they know like, oh, it's the muse.
I'm really gonna hate myself too.
Wait, why does it say you don't want to fight me? I need your help. I don't think we need your help. I don't think we need her help. We're suspecting she killed Calliope.
Right, let's play. I'm sure you can bite, okay. But you get a fight today. You're fighting Grace this time. And this time's mine.
Oh no.
This time.
For centuries, these heroes got sent to me. Each one of them bent to me.
Not meant to be this time.
This time and all time.
This time's mine.
This time's mine. This time's just
This
like
time.
every time.
Oh, we're fighting.
Mine. Now look into me.
Oh shit. Wait. Wait, can I fight the paralysis? I'm a bitch.
What'd you say, Grace? You The preparation. Any questions or comments?
What? Oh, they're dead.
Widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find dine. That oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Looking.
I'm not worried of time.
Oh, she's looking away. Hey,
I'm just a temporary muse. Wait,
a temporary muse.
I'm not worth the price.
It's not something you can choose.
Not some exotic slide. I'm conflicted.
Wait, only idols can look away from me? Don't you serve Athena? Oh my god, my dog wants to come in. Hold on. I'll think about it. I'll think about the decision. Honey. Okay, oh my god. You actually have to pay attention to like whatever everybody says. I mean, she's our major suspect right now. I thought she killed Calliope. Cause she was like watching from afar. Athena made you like this, right? Don't just serve Athena. I'll tell Athena about this. Oh wait, what if Athena wants me dead? No, let's appeal to her.
Nice try.
What?
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me, so
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No.
No?
Now look into
Use your phone to reflect Medusa's gaze. I don't think that does anything. Like, why would we kill her? We need to know. Haven't you heard? I'm a killer. I think I get why you're like this.
me.
I'm supposed to be a bitch,
Listen,
but
Medusa. She's ashamed of what you do, but she never stops using you. Hey, I'd be a monster too.
Oh,
I'd
shit.
be like you, big time. And it's time to realize you're the victim of a
You're
crime.
lost, little girl. No more Hail Marys.
oh, she doesn't believe me.
We both know the victims, you. The monsters, me.
You don't know, you don't know.
You know that you didn't.
Kill Calliope.
Cause she did.
So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
Oh shit. Bluff? Persephone could help you.
No.
Let's keep like trying.
Fine grace.
Just like fate made you, fate played me.
True.
And I won't see what you
We need her to calm her down because she's. I think that's the problem. She was a human, but she's believed that she's a monster like forever. And people keep like coming to kill her. But she just wants to be like, I don't know, be alone.
Look at me. Don't look at me.
What? What does she mean, don't look at me?
You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Is that a jolly?
Sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
Be careful, Freddy.
Careful, Freddy. That's not a gamble I'm willing to take.
Yeah, the thing is, Grace, neither is she.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine.
Oh,
What
this.
exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Why were you at the reliquary? Did you try to eat Calliope too? You don't know?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I
Pretty.
never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Asterion said you two met. How can we believe you? Why were you following
You
Calliope?
followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
Did
So
she
you
follow
were
her?
spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope.
What?
When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected.
Yeah, she would have been a scapegoat. Did you find out why Calliope was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Asterion said you two met.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Oh, did we just stole her that? Oh no, did we just... How can we believe
Why
you?
should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity.
Amazing.
Taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Uh-huh.
Well, what of Pat?
Oh, wait, I'm a hero?
The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
What?
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
I've asked enough questions.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena
Oh,
of my
shit.
indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before? You're joking, right? I'll think about it. Oli, no. I'll think about it.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth, I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Wow. I don't know. Channeled your inner Perseus and defeated the Gorgon.
He knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you, a mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
It makes no sense.
Yes, fine. You were right, Freddy. As always.
See, was that so hard? Anyhow, you
Wait,
probably have
is
a few
Pan
questions for
gonna be
Mr. Goatman.
The
I'll see
villain
you at
now?
home.
Thanks for helping.
Hey, I really appreciate all your help, Fred.
Right? I am so good at this. Who needs to be an idol?
Is this where you offer to be my kick-ass high priestess?
Am I not already? Seriously, am I not?
She is. Oh my god, we're back here.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, he sent us there, no?
Yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
I'm lied about why. Why aren't you telling me?
And lied about why.
I omitted things, yes. I was rather hoping to avoid suspicion falling my way.
He's already suspicious as fuck.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary
We know.
because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd
When did I
inadvertently,
say that?
rather innocently,
Oh my god, I can I can break up with it. Wait. Wait, I was in the middle of romancing him. Bro, it only took like three guesses, I think. And I feel like for Freddy, we missed like 4. Or yeah, I clicked 2 yes and 2 or 3 no. And she's still like, yeah. I think we're gonna break up with him. Fuck it. I am so hurt he doesn't see us.
And what happened to Mr. Living the High Life? Mr. Let's throw caution
my
to the
God.
wind. Is that all just a cover for someone who will
Yes.
do anything to come out on top? What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
What
I
happened?
wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Why are we just... What? Grace's apartment. Oh my god, I don't even know what day it is. Oh, I forgot. Day 5 it says.
Hi.
Why are they
Grace?
here?
I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Hello? Were you looking for me? You know Freddy? This is weird.
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find
What?
you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
We can still talk to Persephone.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually.
That's
She
not
had that look in
comforting.
her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
That's
she
not
could always come here.
very comforting.
Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Wait, Athena never leaves
How does
Olympus.
Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She has
She doesn't have
lackeys.
to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what? She just
Oh,
never
I was
leaves the
right.
building?
She's the owl.
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Oh wait. She did say automobile or something. She said something along those lines because she couldn't say automobile. I remember. Is this what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
You knew the old Hermes.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless
I have not read the journal, but I will in a minute.
for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
No.
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
That's gonna be awkward now because like the other guy was old and he's young. Or they're young. Do you like running
You say
errands?
it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super
That's
sweet,
not
and
what
she has a
she
big,
said.
important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
They're so cute. Why aren't they like the romantic interest?
I suppose there's no
All of
point in
them are
putting it off.
fucked.
Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Oh my god, we have to
Okay.
go.
Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie.
I don't
And
know if
mind
she's
if I
gonna
say
care.
something?
What?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you got it together really quick.
Is that not supposed to happen?
Thanks, I guess.
Did they not take it like as quickly as I did? What? I'm confused. What was that supposed to mean? Oh my god. I'm blind. Choose your trade? Oh my god, I leveled up? Oh my god. This is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and everyone likes her more for it. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. I feel like I've been choosing the empathy option, and that's this one for some reason. This one has helped me just to fight off the gods, like every single time. That we've been like trying to make a name for ourselves, or make ourselves known, or wants and needs. But then at the end, I always go for charming because it's like the empathy option. But I don't know. It seems like also we are kind of missing some information now, because I've been seeing this one pop more than this one. This one, I don't know. I think I've only seen like one song, I think, that had this option blurred out. And it was, I think, Aphrodite's. Oh, I don't know what to choose. I think I have to choose clever just because. But the game is almost over, you know? We are on day 5, I think. So this is gonna become day 6. Ah, shoot. Okay. Sneaker, smart, and witty. You know what? I think at the beginning of the game, I wanted to be charming. But then I went kick-ass, so might as well just go charming. Why not? Fuck it.
There you are, Grace.
You know what I just realized? Is that like helmet on her desk Achilles? Like Achilles' helmet?
Wait.
That's interesting to me.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Ah! How did she know that? I have to prove my innocence. You're annoyed? You know what happened there.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace. Is it?
So
What?
because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
I thought she was wise.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
She's fucked up. She's fucked up.
I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you
What's with
and
the
to all the idols.
What's with the Godfather music? Where has that gotten them? They're all scared of you. Like you care about Medusa. And this. Oh, we cannot say that. You don't care at all.
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both.
Because she keeps them
They're
that
all
way.
slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Bro, what
Zeus
if
was
she
the first to leave,
she throws me?
king of the gods, and we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next, walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered, and by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it?
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon
What?
now, the idols will be no more.
How
We
the fuck
are a
does she know
legacy
that?
spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Is she gonna sing? That's it? I'm sorry? What the fuck? I'm sorry, not sorry, bitch. What? I could have helped you. That's it?
That's it? That's what you have to say? Sorry we're gonna kill you, but things are dire. Things are tough all over, Athena. Do you really think clamping down on your rules will make it better?
Those rules are our last line of defense against chaos, dear.
I don't know what her game is.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is.
Does she want to kill me now?
If you have any other
Like right now?
questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Tell me about Pan. Who can access the
Who has
reliquary?
access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter, you gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Same way Calliope got it. You're kidding, right?
gave it to me? Athena, I had that key all along.
What?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off.
We should
Along with
not.
the plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return.
You went to the reliquary, right?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal.
You know what?
She knew.
You know what I think? Like, they haven't, like, even asked us at all. It's like, why would you kill her? Like, how would you know she was an idol? Like, how did you come to know this information or whatever? Because Grace didn't know shit about shit. So this is like stupid. This whole game is just like one reason to find to not kill us, but there's like a bunch of like reasons that we cannot.
Perhaps the incidents
It's
are
so-
connected,
it's so
perhaps
silly.
not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
She just wants to kill us.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
What?
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never thought of Pan as one who would deliberately provoke my ire. But if he saw enough profit in it, thank you, Grace. I'll add them to my list.
What? Wait, I can just go? afraid. You know what? I don't care. I don't fucking care about Pan. I'll be real. I'm sorry, Carrie Payton, your character, I don't like a lot. I think he's hiding like way too much. At least Apollo was like, okay, I'm hiding shit. I'm hiding stuff from you, so peace. You won't see me like for the rest of the game. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, I don't know if I click this. Let's discuss Medusa. We're gonna say that we saw her there because that's we promised her. Wait, why would that be the reason? I think I'm just gonna go.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
I don't believe you,
Will you?
bitch.
Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
They're poisoned, probably. Why would she have cookies? Do you think they have like truth serum or something?
Don't take it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Are the idols really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. I mean, if it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh, what now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
To do what?
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
The one thing we do not yet know is why Calliope went to the reliquary in the first
Didn't touch
place.
anything.
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out? You think she left clues?
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to
might
wager the
work.
place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Persephone is like oddly helpful right now. How do we get into the reliquary? You sure this will work out?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have
Breaking in?
said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
The reliquary has alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms.
True.
At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
You sure this will
Are you
work?
sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until
No.
your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
What would I be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her.
Convenient.
If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future.
Not helpful.
It'd be a twist.
There's no other way. There is no. Okay, let's do
Right
this.
then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. Now that doesn't mean you should take stupid risks. Don't be a fool, Grace.
I have to take risks.
I can take care of myself, in case you hadn't noticed.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Oh, this will not end well. I know it.
Well, that's not a lot of confidence. Cool. This Freddy distracts Hecate. Be honest with Hecate. Sneak in the back way. No, but she's gonna refuse us. She's gonna be like, Athena didn't authorize you to be here. Distract. We can try to sneak. Hopefully.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Oh shit. Last time we were here, it was not like this.
Right where we're supposed
Oh,
to
this is
be.
the labyrinth.
Then we should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses.
None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey,
Shit.
easy. Whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Please let me go in. Do us a favor.
I need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
Oh shit. Oh, we winked.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry.
Fuck. Ah, we're running.
Oh no. Hey, come back! Oi, come back!
Oh, he went after Freddy.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay.
Shit.
Better be.
I should have known.
First things first, how do I do this?
I should have pulled the
Where do I even
favor.
start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
She knows her way around. What is that?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Are those weapons? Oh. Wait, is that like Dionysius? This is Poseidon's. This is definitely Thalia's. I don't know what this is. This is the apple. Ares? Egg?
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Oh, I have to find... Scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
Statue. I should probably click
Shouldn't
the
that
mask.
be in a museum somewhere?
Oh, the instrument.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
The instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument?
Nothing.
Maybe it's both.
A mirror. Oh wait! Yeah, mirror.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
What? Just gonna get stabbed there. Oh, those are the fates!
Uh-oh. I didn't mean anything. I didn't even touch it, honest.
Fuck, those are the fates.
Okay then.
That doesn't work. Oh my god, those are the fates.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
I don't think they're human. Or they're, like, controllable. What? Why do the fates want to kill us? Oh, that's Freddy. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's scary so much.
Grace?
Oh,
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
yeah, and they keep like teleporting. Ah, balls. Are they gonna ignore her?
No, I won't let you.
They're not gonna ignore her. Oh my god.
Freddy!
What the fuck? What does that mean? The fates wanted to kill somebody.
Oh god, Freddy.
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
Oh, Furies!
What?
I thought it was fates.
Those beings were the Furies. Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here? I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it. There was only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Fates? I didn't speak to the fates. Oh, so it was a fate. Okay. Hear me out. I remember the Furies just from Hades, like the game, and I remember the fates like from the Sandman, I think. I know, popular culture. So the Furies can get summoned, but they were the Furies, because. But I didn't speak to the Fates. You need to help Freddy. Oh my god, she's gonna say it is written, and I'm gonna fucking flip. I don't even know. Do we need to know? I didn't speak to the Fates.
I didn't talk to any Fates. There were figures in the mirror, but they vanished when the Furies got there.
Oh yeah.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted.
Retribution?
But now is when you leave.
Calliope did something.
Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Help. I'm not leaving Freddy.
No, I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
They're gonna come back.
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
What? Bro. How in the fuck? Finished Act 2. Across the Sticks. Balls. Wait. So
I'm sorry it came to
I don't
this,
know
Grace.
what happened.
It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Wait. But then the Furies killed Calliope then. You know what? I thought like later, like they told us that Calliope hadn't touched anything or left with anything. So it was obvious that it was the mirror. Like, okay, of course you don't touch the mirror, or she wanted to. Maybe like Persephone can tell us what they. Oh wait, no, she. Hecate said that the mirror summons the Fates, but then the Furies got summoned instead. Is that what happened? How did that happen? Her name was Freddy. We left her there. It should have been me.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die. If anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who can command the Furies?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
What was Calliope trying to do?
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Are the why did the Furies
If
stop?
the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish.
Oh.
They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
They did punish
So if
us.
Freddy hadn't interfered.
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
Where are the Furies?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
Amazing.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
So there was like a crime committed. Are the fates that power, or someone control the fates?
Can
Or
these fates really
Furies?
control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
What if it's Apollo?
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
If only we knew more.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
What?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
What?
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Through him?
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the
What?
throne that was stripped from me.
Oh shit! We can overthrow Hades. How does one find this throne?
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
We would break in a rule.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
Oh, they cannot go there.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
Oh,
The
wait.
responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Oh, she really wants to.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well?
Oh
or to
my
actually
god.
help?
I love this.
Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
There's no other way.
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
Fuck.
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Did you plan on this all along?
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. But this
Why the fuck did he come here then? Oh my god, get out of my
is a
face.
step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Isn't Hades empty? What does that mean? You should have led with that.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
That's assuming everything remained as it was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Oh my god, I just remembered Hermes told us that we should...
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
This is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything.
Oh, true.
And you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's to save Freddy.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What?
I
that
knew
happen?
it.
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Okay. Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the Underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
They should have told me
I think I
that
can
first.
tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Where the fuck are we going? Oh, she's smiling.
Welcome to the real Underworld.
Oh, she loves it here.
Wow. It feels so empty.
I was just
So
thinking, what if the condition is to ask us to stay? I feel like that's the thing.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Orpheus is the king of hell? Why haven't you mentioned
You
him?
didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
What?
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh my god. We're gonna fight him with the song. Oh no, oh, is that why she wanted me to come? Cause, okay, here's the thing. we all seen Hades Town, okay? We've seen like the clips, the songs. I'm a fan. I was obsessed with the album for like, I don't know, 3 months. We know he is like a musical genius. Oh wait, it might be the right time actually to read all the diary entries, because I think I have not paid attention to anything so far. No, this has already happened. I think it's this. And of course, Freddy was waiting up when I got back from the Underworld. She apologized for how things went down with Pan during the song, but honestly, I get it now. My power draws the good and bad out of people, and I don't always get to choose which it will be. At any rate, it's good that I have Freddy at my side during all of this. I would intended to go to Medusa's alone, but of course Freddy showed up all kitted up like an adventurer. Should I be thankful she wants to help, or should I be worried that she's not taking the idols seriously enough? This can be happening, Freddy. She's gone. I knew I shouldn't have let her keep coming with me, but I didn't think she could die. Freddy sacrificed her life for me. She stopped the Furies from killing me, and it's my fault she's dead. What am I going to do now? Calliope? Oh. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, that was unexpected. Freddy and I went to the reliquary not expecting much, and instead we found out from Mysterion that Calliope went there the night she died. Not only that, it's probably where she was attacked. She fled from the reliquary bleeding and probably went from there to my apartment. It's bizarre though. What was she even doing there? Asterion said that while she snuck into the reliquary, she didn't actually take anything. She set off the alarms and then ran out, chased by Asterion and Medusa too. This is really major. How will I find out what happened to her inside? This is interesting. Calliope visited Aphrodite and Eros the night she died. Calliope was scared of something, but wouldn't tell them what it was. Now they regret not pressing her about it more, but it still tells me one thing. Calliope knew something was going to happen to her. Maybe she already knew when she met them at the gymnasium. Maybe she thought she might die, and that's why she seems so sad, resigned. So whatever happened that night, it didn't come as a surprise. Medusa corroborated Asterion's story. She followed Calliope to the reliquary, saying she fled there, having already been attacked. It's bizarre though. What was she even doing there? If Medusa isn't lying to me, I'm left with Hecate and the Minotaur being the only other idols with access to the reliquary. Either that, or there was a third person who somehow got in and out undetected. Is this even possible for me to find out, or am I stuck now? Alright. So the new plan is for me to go back to the reliquary, break into the part of it where Calliope went the night she died, and hope I remember something about what might have happened to her. It's a long shot, and I have zero idea what it's going to be like to recall someone else's memories, but I have to try. And it worked, kind of. Calliope went into the reliquary that night to contact the fates with a magical mirror, but she never got the chance to speak with them. Just like me, she was attacked by the Furies, not idols, but embodiments of retribution. They enforced the idols' ancient laws, the kind that Zeus used to command, which surely died with them. Unlike with me, the Furies must have stabbed Calliope before she ran away. What does that tell me is why she needed to contact the Fates so badly. It also doesn't tell me who sent the Furies after her in the first place, and then also me. According to Hecate, none of the idols have that kind of power. Considering the price we paid, I really wish we learned more. So the new plan is this. I go into Hades with Persephone, yes, the actual Underworld and Land of the Dead, and we take back her throne. That will allow us to not only talk to the Fates and find out what Calliope wanted with them, but also bring back Freddy. Sounds great, provided it's all true. Apollo showed up again out of nowhere, declaring that Persephone is being suspicious, but he's not exactly helping or full of alternatives. I have no choice but to trust Persephone for now. He's like, he sucks. Okay. They answer one question at least about how much they showed up. Apparently when an idol dies, Hermes has to be there. Whoever Hermes is at the time, I guess. They were kind of close-mouthed about it, but they just know. Strange story, but what else is new? Would you believe Hermes has only been an idol for a year or so? They talk a lot about the whole Hermes, so I guess they must have gone through something like me. They were there when the old Hermes died and his idol passed on to them. How often does that happen, I wonder? Oh, I already read this. Hermes helped me find Persephone. Either she didn't know I was there or she was avoiding me. Oh, wait, I already read this. Oh, wait, I go back to the apartment and he's there waiting for me, Hermes. Not because they entered through some magical portal, though. Freddy let them in. She and Hermes are what, pals now? That's weird, right? Did I say Hermes was suspicious? I talked to them a bit at the apartment, and honestly, they seem like the least suspicious idol of them all so far. Ernest, always eager to help. The world could use another Hermes or two. Apollo brought us to Hermes. Hermes owes him a favor, something about stealing 50 cows. Oh my god. To ask if they would bring Persephone and I to Hades, and they agreed, even knowing it was against the rules and it might get them into trouble. Hermes is the best, truthfully. Apollo said something about Aphrodite which has stuck with me. He says she chooses successors who are kind, generous people because she thinks that in time that will make her a better person. In the end, I inspired Aphrodite to continue living. She's going to hold on and keep trying. I hope I didn't offend her too much during the song, but I had to do it. She's so regal and amazing. If anyone can do it, she can. Oh my god, Apollo. Wow, seeing Apollo and Persephone biting each other's head off was really eye-opening. Do all the idols hold grudges against each other like this? If so, it's no wonder one of them got murdered. Wow. Apollo brought me to see Persephone, but who do you think almost tanked the entire thing? That's right, he did. He got all big and angry like he was about to start hurling thunderbolts and storm out of the underworld like an angry child. I still can't believe it. Well, so much for that. I went to see Apollo at his crappy beach house to see if we could talk about things after his storm of the underworld. And it did not go well. I guess he helped me as much as he could, but I was hoping we would part ways on a better note. And guess who I bumped into at Aphrodite's little dead party? Small world, this idol. Turns out it was good Apollo was there. I kind of can't believe Persephone sent me in without a heads up. Persephone finally... Oh wait, are we... Does this mean like we are exes now? Okay. Persephone finally explained what her real beef with Apollo was about. Once she escaped from the underworld with Hades hot on her heels, and when she finally got to Olympus, the idol she ran into was Apollo, and he did nothing. I'm trying to imagine what it would have been like to be dragged away by a smug Hades while the brother you thought would help who had to know how desperate you were just stood there and let it happen. I can't help but wonder if that's the entire story, but even so, it all makes sense now. Persephone laughed when I asked if Athena might be suspect. Okay. Asterion mentioned that Athena came to the reliquary the day after Calliope died, tipped off by Medusa maybe, or by Hecate herself, I guess. Athena swore Hecate to secrecy about everything, but not Asterion. Okay. Halfway through the week she gave me, Athena summons me to her office to, I'm not sure, apologize, lecture me. She wasn't happy about my visit to the reliquary, sure, but mostly she wanted to tell me about how the idols are dying, as in actually dying, losing their immortality, the whole thing. That's got to be hard for beings that have been around most of forever. But is that supposed to justify the trial? Athena can't take a chance on a lowly usurper like myself, besmirching the great idol legacy as it quietly sunsets. She's like a strict school teacher who really wants to be the cool teacher, but just can't help herself. Persephone explained away her behavior. Athena's a total control freak, sure, but that's how she's kept the idols alive for so long. Why she hasn't told the idols they're dying, Persephone really couldn't say. Oh, things got ugly between Apollo and Persephone pretty quickly until Apollo stormed out and I let him go. I mean, sure, 2 minutes before Persephone wanted my head on a platter, but now she was willing to help. Isn't that what he brought me here for? So she's my new ally now, I suppose. She says that if an idol is really behind Calliope's death and was able to cover up their involvement, finding them might be difficult, which, you know, great. Finally, I know the whole story about Hades and how Persephone murdered him. You know what? Sounds like he got exactly what he deserved. Damn. True, Queen. I heard it mentioned a couple times now that Persephone used to be a gangster. Apparently her eidolon was last passed on to Chastity, the wife of a mobster who she then replaced for a while. At least until Persephone's memories returned. This must have been what? The 1950s? Pretty crazy to think about. Finally learned a little about what Persephone and the other idols went through during the war. She told me about how Demeter died and how Ares betrayed them to the enemy. Just think, one day you believe you're a god for real, and the next you realize just how vulnerable you really are. That has to have messed up with all their heads, not just Aphrodite's. Okay, I kind of want to read. Where the hell did we just like agree to be like lovers? Because it was so fast that I didn't even notice. Neither Apollo nor Persephone seems to consider Pan much of a suspect. He's not a murderer according to them, even though his sudden involvement is really suspicious. I went to see Pan in his natural habitat this time, which it turns out is a giant garden on the roof of a magic office building. Go figure. Anyhow, he's calling in the favor I owe him and sending me to some place called the Reliquary, which I get to buy using a magic key and finding a shipping container at the docks to fix an idol's love life. Weird, but okay. I guess I assume Pan's favors would involve, I don't know, mysterious things, illegal things. There has to be more to this. This is interesting. I thought Apollo and Persephone had kind of dismissed Pan being a suspect when we were all together, but now Persephone has second thoughts. She thinks he's a schemer and his sudden appearance was too convenient. So he's back on the list of suspects, I guess. So Freddy and I went to the reliquary to do Pan's little favor, and wouldn't you know it, that's where Calliope was attacked. That's where she was before she went to my apartment. That's quite a coincidence, isn't it? After Aphrodite's party, Apollo said something odd about Pan. He seemed to almost approve of the two of us, if that is, there's something to actually approve of. I honestly can't tell. So get this, Pan gave Calliope the key to the reliquary. He gave it to her that night. He knew she would gone to the reliquary even when he asked me to do his favor. But didn't mention it at all. He's way more involved in all this than he ever let on. I confronted Pan about the key. He didn't deny giving it to Calliope. What's more, he admitted that he told Medusa where Calliope went right after she left. He sold her out. He claims he didn't know what happened to her at the reliquary, that he sent me to find out. But can I believe him? Hold on. In the end, I did what Eros asked. I convinced Aphrodite to hold on, to keep fighting. You should have seen him when she said she would try. I thought he was going to collapse into tears right on the spot. I hope I did the right thing. I'll admit, I'm surprised she went along with it. My power doesn't make anyone do anything they don't want to. So I guess deep down she wanted love as much as Asterion did. I suppose her book tells her how their relationship turns out in the end, but it doesn't look like it matters to her much. I hope this means she can be happy at least for a while. I really hope Hecate isn't too mad at me for sneaking back into the reliquary and then everything that happened after. Idols calm down eventually, right? Nope. They hold grudges forever. It wasn't all that hard, honestly. I think Hecate was lonely too, and in the end, she seemed happy to accept Asterian's hand when she was assured his love for her was real. And it is, I think. It really is. The two of them are ridiculously cute and weird together. Asterion caught me breaking back into the reliquary, and I'm afraid I ran for it and left him panicking about what Hecate was going to say. I really hope I didn't get him into too much trouble. He'll forgive me, right? Nope. Oh, all of this is new information. Now, this is interesting. According to Asterion, Medusa was at the reliquary the night Calliope died, and that's where Calliope was attacked. He says Medusa was out there in the mists and never got inside at all. But what was she doing there in the first place? The reliquary is not some place you just wander past by accident. Asterion said Medusa's pretty scary. Maybe she's the culprit we're looking for. Talking to Aphrodite and Eros after the party, they more or less corroborated part of what Asterion told me. Calliope went to the reliquary that night. She knew something big was going down, and she was really frightened. They also agreed Medusa, if anyone, would know more, so I guess she's next on my list. Medusa isn't an idol, I'm told. She's an immortal creature, one who used to be immortal until she was cursed by Athena, unfairly, which appears to be a theme. She accompanies the idols to survive, working for Athena in return for her aid. The turning people to stone thing, totally real, except sometimes she just paralyzes them instead, so she can eat them. Her curse includes an insatiable hunger, I guess, and I almost got to experience it firsthand, Jakes. Medusa more or less corroborated what Asterion told us. She followed Calliope to the reliquary the night she died. Why? Because Calliope is sometimes trouble, so Medusa keeps an eye on her for Athena. Medusa claims she didn't kill her, that Calliope fled the reliquary having already been stabbed. But by who? Assuming Medusa isn't lying through her pointy feet, she could have chased after Calliope, eager to chow down on her, and Calliope just got away. Medusa seems more terrified of Athena blaming her than anything, though. Her fear feels real, so I think she's telling the truth. Venus. I mean, I met the person who's supposed to become the new Aphrodite. Her name is Venus, and she seems really sweet. Aphrodite has been preparing her for months. Must be nice. And she seems to know what she's getting into. But does that make it okay? In the end, I inspired Aphrodite to keep trying, to stay alive. Still not sure how. I hope it was the right thing to do, and I hope that Venus can forgive me for taking this opportunity away from her. If that's the way she even saw it. Something tells me she's okay with it, and she'll be there to help Aphrodite get through whatever comes next. Orpheus. What happened to him? Oh my god, he's metal as fuck. You know that story about Orpheus and Eurydice? How Orpheus goes into the underworld to get his love back, and Hades says, okay, but only if you never look back the entire way to the surface. Right before the exit, Orpheus loses his nerve and looks back, and thus Eurydice is forced to remain dead forever. Cruel, classic, and apparently true. Or the heart of it seems to be, anyhow. Orpheus was so bitter about the whole thing, he's waited on that empty throne all these thousands of years waiting for Persephone to return, just to keep her from it. I don't know why he blames her and not her former and now dead husband, but I guess I'll find out. A little detail Persephone failed to share before or arrival. What if it was actually Persephone, the one that cursed them, or that cursed Eurydice? I feel like Eurydice isn't like she's supposed to be somewhere like in the middle, like in the way between Hades and Earth, I guess, the mortal plane, because she becomes a tree, right? He looks metal as fuck though. Okay, I'll be right back because I wanna pee real bad. I'll be right back.